Hi, I'm Paulo Mendes.
And I'm Annie Limis.
Welcome to Everett Community College.
We're here in Whitehorse Hall, home to our visual arts, physical sciences, and journalism programs. Here, students can focus on skill development in studio art, photography, graphic design, web design, and more, with access to all the professional equipment they'll need. It's also home to The Clipper, EVCC's award-winning student newspaper, where students get hands-on, real-life experience via the printed publication and continuously updated multimedia website. Whitehorse also hosts our physical science programs, which include astronomy, atmospheric science, chemistry, computer science, engineering, geoscience, oceanography, and physics.
Hi, Annie.
Hey, Paulo, all fueled up and ready to go?
Yeah, we're about to head across the street and check out Liberty Hall. Want to come along?
Thanks, but I think I'm going to head over to the Student Fitness Center for a quick workout.
Okay, cool. Catch up with you later.
All right.
Liberty Hall is one of the newest buildings on campus. It's home to EVCC's health sciences and public safety programs, which include nursing, medical assisting, criminal justice and fire science, among others. Liberty has its own bookstore, where students can buy health science supplies or grab a snack. Whoa, look at the time. I need to get to MTech. Let me drop you off with Annie on the way.
Oh, hi, that was quick. Welcome to the Walt Price Student Fitness Center. Students enrolled at EVCC have free access to the fitness center. Just show your student ID to use the weight room, treadmills, or climbing wall anytime the gym is open. Physical education, yoga, and kickboxing classes are offered, and the Student Fitness Center is home to the Trojans, EVCC's 11 athletic teams, which include soccer, baseball, softball, basketball, track and field, cross country, and women's volleyball. Plus, it's a great place to unwind after a tough test or too many hours of studying. Hey, Paulo wants to know if you want to check out MTech. I'll tell him you're on your way.
You made it! For the next part of our tour, I thought I would show you around MTech, the Advanced Manufacturing Training and Education Center. MTech offers certificates that build to a college degree and family-wage jobs in the manufacturing industry. Programs include manufacturing pre-employment, engineering technology, composites technician, welding and fabrication, precision machining, and mechatronics. MTech students get the opportunity to work on exciting projects, like building radio-controlled cars and drones. Well, I better get back to class. Why don't you join Annie up in Park Student Union to finish up on our tour?
Hi, glad you found your way up from MTech. This is Park Student Union, kind of the hub for students on campus. This is where students enroll, register, pay tuition, buy parking permits, bus passes, and more. It's also home to Student Life, EVCC's Center for Leadership, Inclusion, Fun, and Engagement. With over 40 student clubs and organizations, information about campus event, and student leadership opportunities, Student Life is a great place for students to get involved and connected to campus. You can also find out about student housing through Student Life. Living on campus is a great way to meet friends, and student housing residents are only steps away from classes, the fitness center, transit center, and more. Another great feature of Parks is the Parks Cafe. With a great variety of food at reasonable prices,
a hard worker who has brought intensity and athleticism to the floor. She's racked up 478 points, 337 rebounds, 102 assists, and 98 steals in her career. She's here with her mom, Amy, her dad, Jason, and sisters, Maddie and Manita. She thanks both her parents and coaches for always encouraging her to do her best and push through the tough times. Morgan is an elementary education major heading off to a 4-year university to continue her education and her basketball career. Congratulations, Morgan Marshall. Next, we honor Macy Delaney. Macy has been a real spark off the bench during her career, bringing defensive toughness, clutch shooting, and a fearless mindset to her game. She's accumulated 157 points, 191 boards, 58 assists, and 46 steals. She's here with her mom, Jill, her dad, Patrick, and her brother, Sawyer. She thanks her family for always supporting her through her lifetime of athletics and pushing her to be her best. Thanking all of her coaches, past and present, for making her the player she is today. Macy is a special ed major who's heading off on an international mission trip. Congratulations to her. She's coming back later to Grand Canyon University to continue her education. Congratulations, Macy Delaney. Next up, Hannah Hezekiah. As a Mariner High School grad and Everett resident, she is a true hometown hero and one of the most talented, versatile players in recent Trojan history. Hannah is the third player in Trojan history to score over 1,000 points in her career. That's the third most all-time, to go along with 373 boards, 156 assists, and 134 steals. She's here accompanied by her friends and family. Thanks them for always encouraging her to believe in herself and to become the best person and the best player she could be. Next up for Hannah, she's heading to a 4-year college to pursue a degree in criminal justice. Congratulations, Hannah Hezekiah! And finally, we honor Kelsey Melick, a truly talented athlete and a remarkable scorer. Kelsey finds herself in the Trojan record books last season, setting the single-game scoring record with 50 points in an overtime thriller victory over the Bellevue Bulldogs. Over her career, she's racked up 817 points, over 300 rebounds, and 92 steals. Kelsey's accompanied by her mom, Amy, her dad, Rich, stepdad, Greg, and her sister, Haley. She thanks her parents and her sister for always being there for her, helping her become the person she has become today. She thanks all of her coaches, friends, and family for supporting her throughout her career. She's another elementary education major heading to Western Washington University to continue her education and her basketball career. Congratulations, Kelsey Melick. All these fine athletes and ladies are now part of the Legend of Trojans women's basketball program. We wish them well as they continue their careers athletically, academically, and wherever their talents take them. Thanks for all you've contributed to Trojan basketball, all of the sophomores honored here tonight.
Celebration of the sophomores. That was Dan Murphy, PA announcer for the Trojans. Welcome to Trojan basketball. I'm Michael Goh. Sorry we clipped the beginning of that. They started a little bit earlier than we were told they were planning to, but I believe we got most of Morgan Marshall's presentation along with everybody else. Sophomores will be heading out of here after this season. Morgan Marshall, Macy Delaney, Hannah Hezekiah, and Kelsey Melick. Excellent careers here, and I think we're leaving the Trojans in pretty good hands looking at all the freshmen that we've got who will be returning next season. Well, the Trojans are going to be taking on Peninsula right here. Peninsula coming in, riding a 4-game winning streak as they downed the NWAC North leading Whatcom Orca on Wednesday at home. Everett, they've got a 2-game winning streak as they defeated Olympic at home on Wednesday. Everett is also battling for the 4th and final slot going to the NWAC playoffs. Coming into the weekend, they were tied with Edmonds, but Edmonds already played yesterday and they lost. So Everett, chance to put a little distance between the Tritons and the Trojans. They've split their season series, home and road. Each team has won a game, so if they do end up tied, it's going to come down to other matchups to confirm the tiebreaker. We are about 30 seconds away from starting lineups. We've got the men's game coming up after this one. We'll have a sophomore ceremony at the start of that as well, so I hope you join us for that. But we've got a lot of basketball here, and still plenty of time for you to come on down and join us if you would like to sit in and catch the games live. We've got seats available in the cheering section below us, as well as plenty of seats across the way behind the scorer's table. Again, I'm Michael Ghost, coming to you live from Larry Walker Court, Everett Community College at the Walt Price Student Fitness Center. We're going to go back courtside with Dan Murphy with opening announcements, the anthem, and the lineups.
Time we ask all those who are in attendance this afternoon if you would please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we join the players, coaches, and officials out on the floor to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. All right, let's get this conference battle underway as we introduce the starting lineups for both teams doing battle out here on the Larry Walker Court in this final regular season contest. Beginning first with the visiting Pirates from Peninsula College. Here is their starting lineup. Wearing number 1, Kayla Johnson. Number 2, Leilani Padilla. Number 15, Cassandra White. Number 20, Logan Luke. And rounding out the starters for the visiting Pirates, wearing number 24, Cameron Bowen. The Pirates are coached by assistant Mike Knowles, Gabby Fananami, and head coach Allison Crum. All right, come on, Trojan Nation. It's sophomore night. Let's make some noise because it's time to introduce the home team, the Everett Trojans. Here is their starters for this final regular season game. Beginning with the sophomore guard out of Snohomish, Washington, wearing number 10, Morgan Marshall. And in the front court, a 5'11" freshman forward from Mill Creek, Washington. She wears number 14, Alexa Martin. Next up, another of the sophomore stars, a 5'9" forward from Arlington, Washington, number 21, Macy Delaney. Joining her in the front court, another sophomore we're honoring this afternoon, a 5'9" forward from right here in Everett, Washington, number 23, Hannah Hezekiah. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Trojans here on sophomore night, she stands 5'10". She's a forward from Arlington, Washington, number 34, Kelsey Malik. The Trojans are coached by assistants Michaela Johnson, Ty Panella, Deidre Miller, and the head coach, the man, the legend, Mr. Chet Hovde.
That's our starting lineups. Marshall, Martin, Delaney, Hezekiah, and Melick. All four sophomores getting their start tonight. They'll be faced off on the other side by Johnson, Padilla, White, Luke, and Bowen. We are ready to get underway. Alexa Martin out for the tip for Everett, facing Logan Luke. And we are underway. Long tip goes to Peninsula. Johnson with the ball, gives up to Padilla. Works his way into the corner to Bowen. To Johnson. Johnson drives, loses her balance. And we get our first whistle of the night. First foul is going to be against Everett. First personal against Macy Delaney. Inbounds to Luke. She passes off to Johnson. White hands off to Bowen. Over to Johnson. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Padilla back to Johnson. Long three. And she drops it. Peninsula draws first blood. 3-zip. Hezekiah with the ball. It's up to Delaney. Delaney works her way around. Martin gives up to Hezekiah. Delaney, 1 second on the shot clock, and she goes to the floor. And we're not going to get a jump ball in time. Shot clock violation. Be a turnover back to Peninsula. Bowen inbounds to Johnson. Kayla Johnson brings it across. Hands off to Padilla. Over to White. He passes off to Bowen. Back to Johnson. Tries to get the pass over to Luke. She chases it down and her shot falls. 5-0 Peninsula. Now we're going to get a foul in the backcourt. First team foul on Peninsula. First personal. It's on Gina McCauley in the game. No, they're going to call that one on Everett. It's going to be the second personal on Macy Delaney. Even the scoreboard operator thought that one was on Peninsula, but the refs say otherwise. Ball back to Everett now. Marshall trying to get it across. That one is going to be on Peninsula. First personal on Kayla Johnson. Hezekiah. Back to Marshall. Marshall brings it across. Double teamed and the pass is stolen away. Bowen in the corner. Over to White. She passes it around, ends up with Johnson in the other corner. White with the ball, her shot. A little offline. Rebound tipped out to Kelsey Mellick. Hezekiah with the ball. Over to Martin. To Marshall. Back to Mellick, and we get a whistle. That one is going to be on Everett. Physical game so far, just 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Third team foul on Everett. And we're going to talk about it first. And looks like we may be changing that. Second team foul on Peninsula. It's going to be the first personal on Cassandra White. And Everett basketball. Morgan Marshall to inbound. Gets it to Martin. She immediately takes a shot, goes a little long. Johnson bringing it across. Long pass up to White. And another whistle. That's going to be a charge. Charge called on Peninsula. Third team foul, second personal on Cassandra White. 7:22 on the clock. Peninsula still leads 5-0. Hezekiah. Back to Marshall. Back to Hezekiah. Back to Marshall. Into Martin. She tries to bounce it into Delaney and gets it stolen away. Pass is kicked and pinballed around. Still Peninsula ball, 26 on the shot clock. Long pass out to Padilla. Her three is short. Right under there for the rebound was Bowen. Her putback was no good. Fight for the ball. Bowen gets it. Pass is stolen away by Mellick. She gets double teamed and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Peninsula. Very physical game so far. We'll see how long this carries on. Substitution coming in is Martinez. Going out is Alexa Martin. Hezekiah with the ball, brings it across. Hannah trying to work her way in. Kelsey with the ball. Passes off. Shot up from Marshall is no good. Putback is short. Rebound Peninsula. Padilla gets underneath. That one goes right over the top. Hezekiah with the rebound. Passes it off to Delaney. Macy drives. Tries to get it out to Mellick. Goes off her hand and out of bounds. Turnover to Peninsula. So far we have as many fouls as we have points in the scoreboard between the two teams. Johnson brings it across. Looks but doesn't take it. Tries to pass it over. Out of bounds. Last touched by Everett. 6:08 to go in the first quarter. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Luke to inbounds. Ends up with Johnson. To Vicente. She gives it up to Luke. Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. 3 is a little offline. Rebound, Vicente. Put back is good. 7-0 Peninsula. Martinez, pass ahead. Marshall with the ball, gets it to Hezekiah. And she takes an extra step in there and gets called for the travel. Johnson brings it across. Gives up to Vicente. Pass outside, shot up in and good from Fitzgerald in the game now. Full court pressure still in effect. Hezekiah passes over to Marshall. Marshall gets it to Delaney. Back to Marshall. She'll take a three. A little short. Rebound Melick. Her putback is a little long. Rebound Johnson of Peninsula. She'll pass up ahead to Fitzgerald. Rejected, but we get a whistle. First personal on Morgan Marshall, and we've got a timeout on the court. 4:44 to go in the first quarter. Trojans down 9-0. We'll be back after this.
Hi, my name is Chuck Watts from Z Sport. When this car has an engine in it, it only uses AMSOIL synthetic motor oil. I invite you this month to try an AMSOIL synthetic oil change for yourself, only at Z Sport Automotive.
Back to Larry Walker Court. Trojans down 9-0. A little over 5 minutes into quarter number one. 3 fouls apiece for the two teams, 4 timeouts for each of them. We're just about ready to get back to action. Don't forget, we've got men's basketball coming up at about 6 o'clock or 20 minutes after this game ends, whichever comes last. We'll start that stream about 5 or 6 minutes before tip time. Actually, probably a few minutes earlier than that with the sophomore ceremonies. At the line, Brianna Fitzgerald from Desert Pine High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. Bounces that run around and it rolls off. Second shot. Bounces off as well. Rebound, Chanel Martinez. Trinity Kuhunahana in the game. And she gets a turnover. Looks like Amari Brown in for the Pirates. Shot up from Macaulay is no good. Hezekiah with the ball. Everett still looking to get on the board. Marshall gives up to Kuhunahana. Over to Melick. Kelsey working her way in. Draws a whistle. And she's going to shoot. First personal on Brianna Fitzgerald of the Pirates. Sends Melick to the line for two. See if Kelsey can get us on the board. And she does. 9-1 Peninsula. Melick's second shot. Rattles off. Rebound Fitzgerald. She gets it to Vicente, who will bring it in. And another whistle. First personal on Trinity Kuhunahana. Padilla with the ball. Tries to get it underneath to Fitzgerald. Eventually it pokes out to Vicente. Her shot is no good. Rebound Martinez. There's a hard bounce pass to Hezekiah. She has a little trouble, but she gets it. Trinity bounces it over to the corner to Marshall. No good. That one goes out of bounds. I'll say last touch by Peninsula. Hezekiah to inbounds. Marshall. Back to Marshall. Hezekiah with the ball. Nice underhanded shot off the glass, in and good. Cuts the difference to 6. And another whistle. First personal foul on Kelsey Mellick. We'll have Brianna Fitzgerald shooting. Fitzgerald from Desert Pine High School. Makes it 10-3. Second shot is good as well. Gives Peninsula an 8-point lead again. Kuhunahana passes up to Mellick. Back to Kuhunahana. It goes up to Martinez. And back to Trinity again. High off the glass. It is good, and she'll get a chance for one more. Trinity Kuhunahana to the line. First personal foul on Logan Luke of Peninsula. And that's good. Makes it a 5-point game. Johnson kicks out to Amari Brown. To Padilla for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound Martinez, and she draws a foul. First personal on Amari Brown from East Anchorage High School in Alaska. Chanel Martinez to the line from Diamond High School in Anchorage, Alaska. And it's good. Everett slowly working their way back into this one. 4-point difference now. Chance to make it 3. Martinez shot. Does just that. 11-8. 3-point difference inside 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Johnson brings it across. She drives. Shot is up and good. It's going to count, and she'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be the second personal on Kuhunahana. Shot is up and good. Makes it a 6-point game, 14-8. Hezekiah with the ball. Back over to Guzman in the game now. Back to Hezekiah. Back to Larza. Guzman drives, kicks it out to Marshall. Marshall for 3. A little short. Johnson chases it down and brings it across. Pass up ahead to Luke. Shot is offline. Rebound, Morgan Marshall. Hezekiah brings it across. Marshall with the ball. Gets it into Martinez. Tries to get it into Guzman. Bounces off a few feet, and we're going to get a jump ball. Arrow favors the Trojans, so Everett will keep the basketball. And they'll put 20 seconds on the shot clock. Goes Guzman to inbounds. Gets it to Melik. Her shot off the glass, rolls around the front and drops in. Inside 2 minutes to go, Everett down by 4. Shot up and good from Logan Luke. Makes it a 6-point game again. Guzman passes over to Hezekiah. Back to Guzman. Works its way to Melik underneath. Underhand shot goes right over the top. Minute and a half to go. Johnson trapped in backcourt. And they're going to call a foul. It's going to be first personal on Hannah Hezekiah. One minute, 27 seconds on the clock. That'll send Kayla Johnson to the line. Johnson from Canyon High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. First shot is up and good. Makes it a 7-point ball game. Second shot is also good. Guzman inbounds to Hezekiah. Back to Guzman. Working to break the full court press. Hezekiah back to Guzman. Passes ahead. Almost stolen away. Quick pass over to Martin. Her shot rattles out. Stolen away by Martinez. Marshall bounces it into Martin. Martin shot rolls off. Rebound by Hezekiah. Putback is no good. She snags it back again. Tries to put it up one more time, but gets fouled in the process, and she'll go to the line. We're inside 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Fifth team foul on Peninsula is the first personal on Cameron Bowen. Hezekiah's first shot bounces off. Second shot, that one is good. 7-point game, 58 to go. 58 seconds, that is. Johnson with the ball. Off the back iron, no good. And we're going to get a jump ball. This time, Peninsula will keep it. Somebody needs to inbounds that. That'll go to Padilla. She'll shoot a three. A little short. Rebound Guzman. Lars will bring it across. Passes over to Hezekiah, who will set the offense. Hannah trying to work off the pick there. Pass is taken away by Peninsula. 15 seconds on the clock. Shot rolls off, no good, but she's fouled in the process. Exactly 15 seconds to go now. Going to be the first personal on Martinez. Fifth team foul for Everett. That'll send Cameron Bowen to the line. Bowen shot is good. Makes it an 8-point game. Second shot rattles off. Rebound by Johnson. Fight for the basketball, and we're going to get a quick jump ball sign there. This time Everett's basketball. 10.2 seconds on the clock. Shot clock is off, of course. Hezekiah over to Guzman. Going to have to take a quick shot here. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. And it rattles off. Would have been good if it went. It didn't, so it won't. That's the end of the first quarter. One in the books. Peninsula leads Everett 19-11. Back with second quarter action next.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Baden, the official ball of you.
Welcome back to Everett Community College. We are at the Walt Price Student Fitness Center, playing on Larry Walker Court. Coming to you live from Everett, Washington. Trojans down 19-11 after one. They're ready to get back to the action. And away we go. Johnson passes over to Vicente. Works its way underneath. Shot up. Rolls off. No good. Getting her own rebound is Luke. Kicks it outside. Johnson with the ball on our side. Over to Bowen, and she travels with it. That'll be a turnover back to Everett. Hezekiah with the ball. Passes up ahead to Guzman. Long pass over to Melick. Kelsey drives. And she'll travel with it, trying to get her hands up. Ball goes back to Peninsula. Padilla working her way around. She'll travel with it as well. 3 travels in a row. Never seen that before. We're just 46 seconds into the second quarter. Hezekiah with the ball. Over to Guzman. Back to Hezekiah. Back to Guzman. Long pass to absolutely nobody, and that'll go out of bounds. Turned over. Back to Peninsula. 9:01 on the clock. Johnson with the basketball. Poked away momentarily. Shot from Padilla is good. I'm going to say her foot was on the line. That's good for 2. Puts Peninsula up by 10. Hezekiah. To Martin. Back to Hezekiah. Works her way around the far side. To Martin. To Marshall. Back to Melick. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Guzman drives. And she'll travel with the ball.
Checking in for Peninsula, number 32.
Luke inbounds to Johnson. Johnson to McKenna Sargent in the game now. Works back to Johnson. Vicente, she'll take a shot. Off the glass, no good. A rebound by Johnson. She gets it out to Padilla. Back to Johnson. 15 on the shot clock. Vicente back to Johnson. Guns it underneath to Luke. Taken away by Everett. Hezekiah with the ball. It over to Guzman for the shot. No good. Flying, fighting for the rebound was Vicente. We get a foul called on Everett. First team foul of the quarter. First personal on Larsa Guzman. Luke inbounds to Johnson. Over to Luke. To Sargent. Back to Johnson. Vicente with the three. Off the back iron, no good. Alexa Martin gets fouled on the rebound. It's going to be the first personal on McKenna Sargent. Hezekiah gives it back to Guzman. Back to Hezekiah. Back to Guzman. Back to Hezekiah again. Melik with the ball. Back to Guzman. To Marshall. To Melik for three. Whistle before she could get it off there. And that's going to be on Everett. First personal on Alexa Martin. Padilla with the ball, driving underneath. Her shot is tipped. Rebound by Vicente. Shot from Sargent is short. Rebound, Kelsey Melik. Kelsey's going to drive. Pass outside. Martin shot for three is short. Rebound, Peninsula. Pass underneath to Sargent is poked away and out of bounds. Last touch by Peninsula. Hezekiah for three. In and out. It just can't get him to fall. Nice fight for the rebound. So we are going to give it back to Peninsula on the travel. Johnson with the basketball. Passes over to Vicente. Outside to Padilla. To Brown. Back to Johnson. And a whistle. Second personal on Larsa Guzman. That'll send her to the bench. Long pass over to Padilla. Johnson over to McCauley. Back to Padilla. She'll shoot for three and drops it in. That makes it a 13-point lead for Peninsula. Pass to Hezekiah is fought for. We get a whistle. Second personal on Kayla Johnson for Peninsula. Second team foul. 5:26 on the clock. Peninsula leads Everett 24-11. Everett fighting for a place in the playoffs. Peninsula fighting for seeding right now. Hezekiah working her way in. Nice pick by Delaney. Or by Melik, pardon me. Back to Hezekiah. Her shot. Fadeaway is good. Makes it an 11-point ball game with 5 to go in the second quarter. Vicente driving, stolen away by Martinez. Pass up ahead to Marshall. Long pass over to Hezekiah. Get over to Delaney. Underneath to Mellick. Whistle, and that's going to go against Everett. Fourth team foul, second personal on Kelsey Mellick. And we're going to get a timeout on the court. 4:38 to go. Peninsula leads Everett 24-13. We'll be back after this.
I chose Everett Community College because I'm the youngest of 3 siblings, and we are all first-generation students. All my sisters came here, so I'm following in their footsteps to pursue higher education while saving money. My advice to others would be to be proud for considering a community college, especially Everett Community College, because it's a beautiful, diverse, and inclusive campus that is really worth attending. Take your next step at everettcc.edu.
Hi, my name is Chuck Watts from Z Sport. When this car has an engine in it, it only uses AMSOIL synthetic motor oil. I invite you this month to try an AMSOIL synthetic oil change for yourself, only at Z Sport Automotive.
Welcome back to Everett Community College. 4:38 to go in the first half. Everett down by 11, 24-13 to Peninsula College. And we have Pirates basketball as we come back. Leilani Padilla bringing it across. Pass over to Bowen. Brown passes it over to Padilla, and we get a whistle. It's going to be on Everett. It's going to be the second personal on Alexa Martin. That'll send Cameron Bowen to the line. And her shot is good. Makes it a 12-point game. Second shot is good as well. Make it 13. Kahuna Hana with the ball. Brings it across. Tries to bounce it into Martinez and can't quite get it there. Stay Everett basketball. After the timeout. 4:18 to go. Peninsula leads 26-13. We'll be back after this. Okay, we are back to the action. Hezekiah inbound to Martinez. It's over to Marshall. Back to Hezekiah. Back to Marshall. Back to Hannah. 5 on the shot clock. Hezekiah for 3. Off the back iron. Rebound Brown to Peninsula. Pass almost stolen away by Hezekiah. Collision at half court. And they're going to call second personal on Hezekiah. I'll say she got a little physical trying to get that steal. At the line, Leilani Padilla from Liberty High School in Las Vegas. The shot is good. Padilla's second shot is good as well. Makes it a 15-point lead for Peninsula. Kahunahana brings it across. Gives over to Hezekiah. Martinez tries to pass it underneath to Martin, but it's taken away. Pirate basketball. Pass, tip, stolen. Marshall with the ball. Kahunahana. Marshall. Her shot, a little short. Pirate basketball. Macaulay gives over, works its way to Padilla. Back over to Brown. Back in the corner to Bowen. Back up to Vicente. Vicente will take the shot high off the glass, and she drops it in with 3 to go. And that gives Peninsula 30 points. Kahunahana, Hezekiah. Over to Martinez. To Marshall, and she'll take the shot. Just a little short. Brown with the basketball. Over to Vicente. Pass ahead to Macaulay. Gets it under to Bowen. Her shot off the glass is good. That'll make it a 19-point game with 2:20 to go in the first half. Kahunahana with the ball. Directs traffic. Drives underneath. Off-balance shot, no good. Rebound by Padilla, and then she draws a foul from Trinity. It's going to be the third personal on Trinity Kahunahana. And that's going to earn her a spot on the bench for the rest of the first half. Larza Guzman coming back in. Leilani Padilla at the line. And her shot is good. We'll take a look at stats at the halftime, and I don't think they're going to look good. Shot is good. Makes it a 21-point difference, 34-13. Hezekiah brings it across. Gets it over to Martin. Martin to Marshall. Her shot is good. Just outside the line for 3. Makes it 34-16. Bowen gives up to Vicente. Her shot, back iron, no good. Guzman fought for the rebound. Marshall brings it across. Back to Guzman. To Martin. Alexa passes it over to Guzman. Underneath to Martinez. Back over to Martin. Her shot offline. Rebound chased down by Padilla. Macaulay brings it across and backs off. Gives it to Padilla. She'll take a long 3 and drain it. 37-16, a minute to go. Hezekiah with the ball. Hannah driving. Draws a whistle. Third team foul on Peninsula. It's going to be the second personal on Logan Luke. That'll send Hezekiah to the line. And Martinez is going to take a little rest on the bench as Hezekiah puts the first one in, makes it a 20-point game. Second shot is good as well. 37-18, 46 seconds to go. Padilla with the ball. It's to Fitzgerald, to Brown, back to Padilla. Tries to take a shot as she falls down. No good, taken by Everett. Marshall back to Hezekiah. Just a little bit more on the game clock than the shot clock. She'll put up a three, and it won't fall. Fight for the rebound, and down goes Morgan Marshall. It's going to be the fourth team foul on Peninsula, second personal on Amari Brown. That'll be Everett basketball, 18 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Inbound, almost taken away. And we'll get a foul down on the baseline. It's going to be first personal foul on Gina McCauley. I'm going to send Larza Guzman to the line. Guzman from Reed High School in Reno, Nevada. First shot up, a little short. Second shot, a little long. Rebound Peninsula. Padilla with the ball. 6 seconds on the shot or on the clock. She'll try and get it underneath, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Peninsula. Everett's going to get this back with 3 seconds to go here in the first half. Hezekiah with the ball, 2 seconds. 1 second, got to take a shot, and she just will let that run down. And that is it for the first half. 37-18 is where we stand. Peninsula in the lead over Everett. We're going to take a bit of a break. Second half action coming up in about 15 minutes, and I'll be back in a little while with a look at stats. You're watching Trojans Live.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Bottom, the official ball of you.
I chose Everett Community College because I'm the youngest of 3 siblings, and we are all first-generation students. All my sisters came here, so I'm following in their footsteps to pursue higher education while saving money. My advice to others would be to be proud for considering a community college, especially Everett Community College, because it's a beautiful, diverse, and inclusive campus that is really worth attending. Take your next step at everettcc.edu.
Most people want their dreams to happen right now. They want to achieve everything overnight. But if a dream can come true that quickly, it's probably not that much of a dream. I know, I'm just a kid. I know my dream is crazy. But I know I'm going to be an overnight success. Even if it takes 10 years.
Got a mountain to climb or a hill to walk up, either way it'll cost you. So I'm going for the big things, yeah.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Hi, my name is Chuck Watts from Z Sport. When this car has an engine in it, it only uses AMSOIL synthetic motor oil. I invite you this month to try an AMSOIL synthetic oil change for yourself, only at Z Sport Automotive.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Welcome back to Everett Community College. I'm Michael Ghost. Going to take a look at some halftime stats. Start out with team stats, and they aren't great. Kind of explains the 37-18 score. Start out with Peninsula. They are shooting 11 of 29, 37.9% from the field. Everett just 5 of 26, 19.2%. Just can't get anything to fall. It's even worse from three-point range, as Peninsula is 3 of 9. They're a perfect third from outside the arc, while Everett is 1 for 10, just shooting 10% from three-point range. From the line, Peninsula, they've gone 15 times. They've dropped 12 of them for 80%. Everett is 7 of 11 for 63.6. Everett with 15 turnovers to 12 from Peninsula. Points off turnovers, even more lopsided. Peninsula with 14 points off of turnovers. Everett with just 1. Total rebounds, the boards are being owned by Peninsula as well, 23-19. They lead 8-7 on offensive boards, 15-12 on defensive boards. Assists, they're being a little bit more generous as well, 8-3. Blocks, Everett with 2 to Peninsula's 0. Steal, Everett 6 to Peninsula's 4. Points off the bench, Peninsula with 8 to Everett's 5. Second chance points, Everett with an edge there, 3-2. And points in the paint are led by Peninsula, 10-6. Take a look at individual stats. We'll start with the road Peninsula Pirates. Padilla leading the way in double figures with 12. She's followed by 8 from Johnson, 5 from Bowen, 4 apiece from Luke, Vicente, and Fitzgerald. Over on the Everett side, Hezekiah at 7, getting 3 apiece from Kahuna, Marshall, and Melick, and 2 from Chanel Martinez. We're a little under 5 minutes away from action. Peninsula leading Everett 37-8. We'll be back with second half action on the way. We are ready to get back to the action. Peninsula leading the Trojans 37-18. Marshall, Martin, Delaney, Hezekiah, and Guzman back out on the court. Johnson, Padilla, White, Luke, and Bowen out again for Peninsula. Hezekiah with the ball. Over to Marshall. Melick gets it to Hezekiah. Underneath to Martin. Shot up and good. Good start for Everett. Bowen passes over to Brown. Or Johnson, pardon me. To Padilla. Padilla out to Luke. Luke shot a little long. Rebound by Johnson. Shot up and good from Cassandra White. Makes it a 20-point ball game, 40-20. Melick to Hezekiah. Still bringing it across. It's ahead to Delaney. Macy stuck underneath. Gets it to Hezekiah. Hannah trapped in the corner. She'll get out of it. Shot up the glass is good for two. Long pass from Johnson. White underneath. Gets that one taken away. Hezekiah with the ball. Pressure falls back. Hannah works around the far side. Bounces it over to Martin. Martin to Delaney. Macy gets it back to Martin. She'll drive. Nice spin off the glass and in. 16-point difference. Padilla with the ball. Over to Bowen. Out to Johnson. Long pass over to White. She'll drive. Down to the floor goes Hezekiah. Whistle with 8:02 on the clock. Going to be the first team foul on Peninsula. Third personal on Logan Luke. Hezekiah with the ball. Guarded by Johnson. Marshall gets it up ahead to Martin. Long pass over to Hezekiah. Hannah looking. Driving. Gives it over to Delaney. She'll shoot a three. Offline. Rebound fought for. Taken away by Peninsula. Long pass ahead. White puts a shot up and in. Makes it an 18-point game again. Hezekiah working it across. Hannah still working. Gets it to Melick. Kelsey bounces it in. Delaney can't get her hands up to get the shot, but she'll draw a foul. Or not. Just out of bounds. Last touch by Peninsula. I thought they said she got a little piece over there. Hezekiah trying to turn it around. And then she's going to draw a foul. Trying to put that ball up with a few people hanging off of her. Second team foul, second personal on Cameron Bowen. She'll go to the line. Hezekiah to shoot two. Puts it in. Hezekiah's second shot. Rattles in. Long pass goes out of bounds just off the hands of Cassandra White. That's going to be a turnover back to Everett. Just inside 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Marshall with the ball, back to Hezekiah, and the pass is a little high off her hands and out of bounds. Turnover back to Peninsula. Padilla inbounds to Johnson. Bounces the pass into Bowen. She gets tied up underneath the hoop. Jump ball, arrows favoring the Pirates. Padilla to inbound. Gets it to Cassandra White. And she gets fouled. First team foul on Everett. Going to be the third personal on Kelsey Mellick. Inbounds all the way over here to the corner. Cassandra White. Bounce pass underneath. Shot up in and good from Bowen. Makes it an 18-point game. Hezekiah driving around the other side. Bounces it to Mellick. Kelsey trying to drive underneath. Shot is blocked. Taken away by Padilla. She'll stop. Pass over to White, who will shoot a three and drop it in. 21-point difference now. Hezekiah. Pass ahead to Marshall, will bring it across. Guarded close by Johnson. Double team now. And she'll bounce that one off the back line. Turnover back to Peninsula. No, they're going to say it was last touched by Peninsula. Everett keeps the ball. Bowen going to the bench for Peninsula. Fitzgerald coming in for her. Marshall to inbound. Get out to Delaney. Back to Marshall. Back to Delaney. Macy. Back to Marshall. Long pass over to Hezekiah is poked away by Hendrickson, but she got a lot of Hezekiah as well. It's going to be the fourth team foul. Third personal on Hendrickson. Looks like she's going to take a seat. Yep, that's going to bring Sargent in. Pardon me, Amari Brown, that's who got the third foul. She's going to take a seat. Hezekiah, over to Martin. Alexa, back to Hezekiah. She'll shoot a three. In and out, just can't get those to drop. Fitzgerald fighting for the rebound and gets fouled. Fourth personal foul on Kelsey Mellick. Kelsey's going to take a seat, so is somebody else. Mellick out, Guzman in, as is Martinez. White with the ball. Takes a long pass. It splits the difference between Padilla and Johnson and goes right out of bounds. Turnover back to Everett. 5:18 on the clock. Peninsula leads by 21, 47-26. Guzman brings it across. Over to Hezekiah. She'll drive. And a shot. Off the glass is good. Johnson bringing it across now. She'll give up to Padilla. Padilla can't get the shot up, but gets a little skin there as well. She draws a foul. Third team foul, second personal on Morgan Marshall. And we've got a timeout on the court. 4:51 to go in the third quarter. Peninsula leads Everett 47-28. We'll be back.
Hi, my name is Chuck Watts from Z Sport. When this car has an engine in it, it only uses AMSOIL synthetic motor oil. I invite you this month to try an AMSOIL synthetic oil change for yourself. only at Z Sport Automotive.
Back to the action, 47-28 the difference. Peninsula in the lead over your Trojans. Still plenty of time to come on down and join us. Concessions are in full effect. Got the big old hot dogs, coffee, cocoa, popcorn, candy. Everything ready to go right here at the Walt Price Fitness Center. At the line, Leilani Padilla from Liberty High School in Las Vegas. Bounces that one off the back iron, no good. Peninsula out by 19. Second shot makes it 20. Guzman with the ball. Pass over to Hezekiah. Loses the handle, gets it back, passes to Guzman. She passes it across to Martin, back to Hezekiah. Hannah works off the pick. Back to Martinez. Over to Martin. Martin for three, and she drops that one in. Good to see that one fall. 31 points now for Everett. They close to 17. Sargent over to Fitzgerald. Works its way over to Padilla, and we get a foul called. It's going to be on Peninsula. Fifth team foul. It's going to be the first personal charge to Sunshine Vincente. Guzman to Hezekiah. Back to Guzman. Back to Hezekiah. And she bounces it across to Marshall. Over to Martin for three, and that one is short. Vincente to Padilla. She'll shoot for three. And that's nothing but net. 20-point game again inside 4 minutes. Martinez passes ahead to Marshall. Back to Martinez. She tries to drive underneath, and we get a foul called. It's going to be a blocking foul. Martinez coming up looking a little sore, but she's all right. Third personal foul on McKenna Sargent. Sargent will go back to the bench. Coming in for her is Quinlan Ontiveros from Burley High School in Idaho. Martinez at the line. First shot is off. Still a 20-point game, 3:38 to go, 51-31. Martinez, second shot is short. Rebound Peninsula. Macaulay brings it across. Gives up to Vincente. Over to Padilla. Padilla tries to pass it underneath. That one gets intercepted by Martinez, and they're going to call the foul on her. Second personal on Martinez. I'm going to say she got a little too physical with the body on that one. Vincente to inbounds. Over to Padilla. That to Fitzgerald. Works its way outside to Macaulay, and her three is good. Makes it a 23-point game. We're closing in on 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hezekiah with the ball. Bounces it over to Martin. And we get a jump ball on the floor. Martinez tying it up there. Arrow favors Everett. Larza Guzman to inbound. Lobs it over to Martin. Martin shot. Easy up and in. 21-point difference, and we get a whistle. We'll give us time for a substitution. Hezekiah going out. Kahuna Hana coming in. Vincente to inbounds to Padilla. Macaulay with the ball. Pass over to Padilla. Nope, that's Vincente. And the foul on the court. It's going to be charged to Everett, their 5th team foul, 3rd personal on Morgan Marshall. That's going to send Vincente to the line. And she puts her first shot in. Widens the Peninsula lead to 22. Second shot is good as well. 56-33, 2:25 on the clock. Kahuna Hana passes ahead to Marshall. Back to Kahuna Hana. Back to Marshall. She'll drive underneath. Shot is interfered with. Fighting for the rebound is Martinez. Oh, whistle's going to blow on Everett. Trying to say jump ball. The Arrow favored Peninsula. Macaulay working off the pick. Takes a shot. Leaves that one short. Nice attempt trying to save that one inbounds by Fitzgerald, but she just doesn't quite make it. Everett basketball, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Kahuna Hana with it. Pass back over to Guzman. And a whistle. That's going to be a timeout. 1 minute 53 to go in the third quarter. Peninsula leads Everett 56-33. We'll be back.
I chose Everett Community College because I'm the youngest of 3 siblings, and we are all first-generation students. All my sisters came here, so I'm following in their footsteps to pursue higher education while saving money. My advice to others would be to be proud for considering a community college, especially Everett Community College, because it's a beautiful, diverse, and inclusive campus that is really worth attending. Take your next step at everettcc.edu.
Hi, my name is Chuck Watts from Z Sport. When this car has an engine in it, it only uses AMSOIL synthetic motor oil. I invite you this month to try an AMSOIL synthetic oil change for yourself, only at Z Sport Automotive.
Back to Larry Walker Court, 1 minute 53 to go. Peninsula leading Everett 56-33. Trojans ready to go. Here come the Pirates. Morgan Marshall to inbounds. Marshall puts it into Kahuna Hana. Trinity brings it back across. Bounce to Martinez. Guzman over to Kahuna Hana. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it underneath to Martinez. Back outside. Shot up from Martin. She drops it in. Alexa Martin good for 3. Macaulay with the ball. Poked away by Kahuna Hana. That goes out of bounds. She touched it last, though. Going to stay with Peninsula. Everett trying to light a fire and fight their way back. Padilla with the basketball, 15 on the shot clock. Works her way around the pick. Shot up, off the glass, no good. Kahunahana with the rebound. She'll take it across. Whistle blows. They're going to call that one on Gina McCauley. Yes, they do. Second personal on McCauley. That'll send Kahunahana to the free throw line. Substitutions are going to bring Johnson back in. And White for Peninsula. Padilla will sit down along with McCauley. First shot is good. Gets Everett back to less than 20. 56-37. Just over a minute to go in the third quarter. Kahunahana set. Trinity's second shot is good as well. Vincente brings it across. Gives it over to White. White to Johnson. She drives. Martinez gets a hand in there. Eventually it's Kahunahana who comes with it. Over to Martinez. Back to Marshall. She'll send it back to Guzman, who will direct some traffic. Larza goes around the far side. Pass over to Martin. To Marshall. 9 on the shot clock. Oh! Stolen away. Down goes Martin. Marshall with the shot. Catches some rim. No good. Out of bounds. Last touch by Peninsula. Alexa Martin looked like she was seriously helped down to the boards. No foul. Shot clock is off now. 15.6 to go on the game clock. Guzman inbounds. Shot up from Marshall is no good. Peninsula with the ball. Turnover, 9.1 seconds on the clock. Everett basketball. Guzman to inbounds. Gets it out to Kahunahana. Trinity working her way around. 5 seconds to go. That one loses her handle. That one goes out of bounds with 4.1 on the clock. Peninsula basketball. They get one chance for a shot before the end of the third. Johnson brings it across. 2 seconds. 1 second. She'll shoot a three. And it's short. That's the end of the third quarter. Everett down by 18, 56-38. We'll be back with the final quarter right after this.
Amazing, diverse, beautiful community. When new students ask me how to describe Everett Community College, this is what I say. I'm proud that I chose EVCC. Take your next step at everettcc.edu.
Final 10 minutes on the clock of our final home game here at Everett Community College. Not the final game of the season, as the men and women will be going out on the road on Wednesday to Bellevue to play their final matchups. This is our home finale. Trojans down with 10 minutes to go, 56-38. Time running out to battle back. Everett with the basketball. Morgan Marshall inbounds. Delaney with the ball. Back to Marshall. Hezekiah to Melik. Melik with the brace off her knee. I just noticed that. She's been playing with that most of the season since she came back. Shot up from Martin is no good. Rebound by Johnson. Padilla, then the pass ahead to Luke. Shot up from White is no good. Rebound Peninsula. Padilla for three. She'll leave that short. Right underneath to put it up and in is White, though. Puts Peninsula up by 20. Hezekiah brings it across. Gives over to Marshall. Bounce into Melik. Kelsey's shot is no good, but she'll draw a foul. First foul of the fourth quarter is on Peninsula. Fourth personal on Cameron Bowen. Shooting foul since Kelsey Melik to the line. With 8:58 to go. First shot is good. Free throws starting to fall for Everett. Second shot. Rattles in. Makes it an 18-point game. Johnson pass to Padilla. He sends it over. Stolen away by Hezekiah. Hannah working through traffic. Over to Melik. Melik for three. A little high off the glass. No good. Rebound Martin. Her putback is no good. Rebound Peninsula. Bowen to grab that one. Johnson with the basketball. Over to Padilla. Over to Bowen. To White. White drives. Right into traffic. Taken away. Martin gives it up to Hezekiah. Hannah with a chance to pull things a little closer. Bounce into Melik. Kelsey out to Delaney. Shot up is good from Alexa Martin for three. That makes it a 15-point game. Everett looking for a stop. Bowen to White. White gives up to Johnson. Johnson trying to get in. Hezekiah playing her. Pass over to Luke. She'll put a shot up, and it's good. Got a whistle. Timeout by Peninsula. We'll take a little break. 7:31 to go in this contest. Peninsula leads 60-43. Let's hold on just a moment. We got a whistle. We'll sort that one out when we come back. Right after.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Baden, the official ball of you.
Seven minutes, 31 seconds left in this contest. Peninsula leads Everett 60-43. Everett trying to chip away at that 17-point difference. Morgan Marshall to inbounds. Hezekiah with the ball. Back to Marshall. Hezekiah to come back for that one. She'll bring it across. Hannah trying to find her way in around Johnson. Nice turn. Delaney. Melick drives. That one gets interfered with, taken away by Peninsula. Johnson with the ball. Pass over to White. Quick pass over to Luke. And she puts it up and in. Melick back to Hezekiah. Long pass up to Martin. Way over to Marshall. All the way back to Martin. She'll put it up for three and drops it in. Nothing but net. Alexa Martin. .16 game now. Johnson with the ball. White to Padilla. Back out to Johnson. 10 on the shot clock. Johnson drives underneath. We had a whistle. They're going to say it was on the floor. First team foul on Everett this quarter. Third personal on Hannah Hezekiah. And we're going to have a mass change in personnel for Peninsula. White going out. Luke going out. Bowen going out. Inbound goes to Padilla. She'll put up a three. Nothing but net. That makes it a 19-point game again. Every time Everett starts to chip away at it, Peninsula is able to push back. Hezekiah, pass up to Delaney. Martin with the ball. Back to Delaney. Out to Hezekiah. 10 seconds on the shot clock. As the pass underneath draws the foul. It's going to be the first personal on Padilla. Hezekiah trying to get underneath, and they'll say she traveled, trying to get through traffic. 5:23 to go. Everett down by 19. Long pass up to Padilla. She works off the pick, and we get a foul on that one. Third team foul on Peninsula. That's going to be the fourth personal on Amari Brown. Padilla taking a break for Everett. Marshall passes it over to Melick. Kelsey trapped. Tries to get it out to Martin, but it's intercepted. White. Back to White. Should get it over to McCauley. Over to Vincente. 10 seconds on the shot clock, and a whistle's going to stop that one. It's going to be the second team foul on Everett. Third personal on Macy Delaney, as they say she reached in and a little too far on that one. Inbounds to Fitzgerald. Vincente runs into a wall but manages to get it to Brown. Back over to McCauley. Vincente back to McCauley. She'll shoot a three. Offline. No good. Hezekiah gets a rebound and brings it across. Hannah drives. Gets it out into the corner. Shot up from Martin is no good. Rebound Peninsula. It's up to Vincente. Over to McCauley. To White. Back to McCauley. Or Vincente, pardon me. To McCauley. Back to Vincente. Vincente with the ball. For the Brown. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Three from Vincente is no good. And we're going to get a foul called. Or are we? Yep. Third team foul. It's going to be the fourth personal on Macy Delaney. Sunshine Vincente to the line from Roosevelt High School in Honolulu. She puts the first one up to make it a 20-point game again. Second shot is good as well. That one rolls off, no good. Hezekiah with the ball, down by 21 now. Guarded by Brown. Gets it underneath to Mellick. Her shot rolls off. And we get a foul on the rebound. Mellick and Fitzgerald tangled up underneath there. So yeah, they're going to call this one. And they're going to review it before they decide. 3:25 to go. Peninsula up by 21, 67-46. Everett fighting for a chance into the playoffs. They came into the weekend tied with the Edmonds Tritons. Edmonds lost yesterday, so Everett with a chance coming into this game to put a little distance between them, but it's looking like they're probably going to finish the weekend tied again. Referees reviewing the last play. Discussing what they just watched. Three fouls apiece between these two teams. Peninsula, 3 timeouts left. Everett's 2. Having a long discussion on this one. Coaches on both sides taking advantage of the break to go over some strategy. Set some plays. And it looks like we have a decision. Letting both coaches know what they decided. Quite a discussion with the coaches. They're going to discuss it with the scorer's table. Long break. I could have ran down and got my hot dog by now. Okay, so that is intentional foul on Fitzgerald. It's going to be her second personal. Taking the technical foul shot is Hannah Hezekiah. She puts it in. 20-point game. Second shot. Rattles off. So Everett gets 2 plus possession. You get 1 point out of it and the basketball. Hezekiah brings it across. Over to Marshall. Marshall out to Martinez. Back to Marshall. Martin with the basketball. Back to Marshall. 10 on the shot clock. She puts it up, off the back iron, no good. Rebound. Macy Delaney, fresh shot clock for Everett. Marshall gets it to Delaney. Back to Marshall. Over to Martin. She'll put up a long three. A little short. Gets her own rebound. Closer shot goes over the top. No good. Rebound Hezekiah. Her putback's no good. Fighting for the rebound. Last touched by Peninsula. It's going to be Everett basketball. Hezekiah bounces it in. Shot up and good from Alexa Martin. Gets Everett within 18. Brown with the ball. Sargent. To Vincente. White with it. Gets it over to McCauley. Back to White. Over to Vincente. 5 on the shot clock. She'll drive. Goes off the side of the backboard. We get a whistle, and that's going to be on Everett. 5th team foul. That's going to be 3rd personal on Alexa Martin. It's going to send Sunshine Vincente to the line. Martin's going to take a seat for Everett, as well as Martinez. Shot up, rattles off. Everett. Peninsula still leading 67-49. 2:03 to go in the game. Second shot rolls off. Rebound Hezekiah. Hannah brings it across. Pass out to Hendrickson. Back to Hezekiah. She'll take a three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Rosalosco. Shot up, no good. Hezekiah with the rebound and the putback. Gives Everett another 2. Vincente over to Ontiveros. White with the ball, back to Vincente. She'll drive, takes it off of her foot and out of bounds. It'll be a turnover back to Everett. Marshall inbounds to Hezekiah. Hannah bringing it across. Works around the far side. Comes back this way. Over to Rosalosco, back to Hezekiah. 6 on the shot clock. Rosalosco looks back to Hezekiah. 1 on the shot clock. She heaves it up. Would have counted if it went, but it didn't catch iron, so that's going to be a shot clock violation. Pirate basketball with 47.7 left to go. Vincente will bring it across. Pass over to Sargent. Puts its way back to Vincente. McCauley with the ball. Back to Vincente. Over to White. She gets underneath to Sargent. Or, pardon me, Ontiveros. Shot up. Offline, no good. 14 to go. Shot clock is off. And I think we're just going to let this one run out. Vincente is going to dribble it out. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we are done. And that is our final. Peninsula Pirates over your Everett Trojans, 67-51. We will take a short timeout and come back with a quick look at the final stats right after this.
Most people want their dreams to happen right now. They want to achieve everything overnight. But if a dream can come true that quickly, it's probably not that much of a dream. I know, I'm just a kid. I know my dream is crazy. But I know I'm going to be an overnight success. Even if it takes 10 years.
Got a mountain to climb or a hill to walk up, either way it'll cost you. So I'm going for the big thing.